Jambo, habari zenu, karibuni sana. Hi everyone, hi out there. Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. It's another day today, and we're gonna be tackling something different. Today I have decided to do a review on the procedures, involved in applying a Danish staying permit, temporarily staying permit. So the processes and procedures involved. So I have also gone through the same. Staying permit is also a working permit, and I'm talking about the temporary one, which can be acquired through application. You can do it either online or offline. You can do it either online or through the manual way, that is through filling of papers, of course. So we chose to go with the manual way for reasons, not for reasons really, but for only one reason. Because if you do it manually, then you have the papers printed, right? The papers that have all the questions. So now, when you have a full view of the questions, it's more easy and better for you to decide on which questions to answer yes or no. So that's simply why we decided to go for the manual, because of the full view of the questions. Because of the full view of the questions, you can see questions. If it's a main question, you can see the sub questions that are related to it, and that gives you an option or a chance to decide on what answer you're gonna give on the main questions, because the sub questions will guide you through. So that was simply the reason why we went for the manual, because on online, then a question is coming at a time. If there's a main question, for example question 2, and then there are sub questions A, B, C, D, you are not able to see the A, B, C, D before you tackle the question number 2, the main question. So you can happen to answer something on question 2, and then it gets complicated for you when you go to the sub questions later, because then it's complicated the whole thing, because it's asking you a question about an answer that you gave that you actually don't even know what to answer. So that makes it hard, and I hope that you get my point right there. So now we go step by step on the procedures. Before I jump to that, let me just talk about the disadvantage of the hard copy of using the manual way, because we experienced that. Now the disadvantage is that after filling the whole application and done with payments and all that, you have to send it through poster, yes. So, and now it's something that you've sent, you're not getting anything in return, like a receipt or a proof or something like that. So you just have to send it and hope that it's gone, and then stay waiting. And so but if it was online, there was surely a printout of a receipt or something like that. So that is it. You can apply for this staying permit for both married and couples. Yes, people that are just dating. So both can do, and it's allowed to do, and both are entitled to having it if the applications are done correctly. So as we did it as a married couple. So now you need to fill in that, and then you have to show, of course, the relationship, how long you've been married. If you're not married, if you're just dating, if you are spouses, then you have to show how many times, for how long you've been dating. Yes. And now the applicant should also prove that they have visited Denmark at least once. So that means that you shall have visited Denmark at least once on a visa, because that's the only possibility. So it can only be through a visa, at least once. That is for the applicant. Yes, there are so many things that you're gonna feel there. How often are you together, and education level for both. Yes, so I'm just gonna discuss just but a few. The applicant should be able to speak English or Dutch. I could not speak Dutch, sorry, I could only speak English. And they must also prove to have passed a certain test on their own level and standards. Yes. There's something else that I need to mention. It's about the house space. So now the house space where you guys will be staying. Yes, where you guys will be staying, whether either you and your husband, or you with your spouse, or you with your whoever it is that you're doing the application together with. So there must be a space of at least 20 square meters per every single person if it is the two of you. So 20 square meters for every single person if it is the two of you, or if it's more than you, every one of you must have a space on 20 square meters. That is a requirement, an absolute requirement. Now you're gonna have to make a payment. So you go to this Denmark immigration platform and choose the family reunion option. That was for my case. If you're doing it differently, if you're doing it for work purposes and all that, then you're gonna choose under work and all, and the other possibilities. Yes, and pay the amount. Once you've paid the amount, you're gonna get a code. You have to keep that code because you're gonna use it several times. So now, after you have done the payment and got the code, now you are good to go. You are good to go. Kazi imerahisika after filling hizo makaratasi zote, because makaratasi ni nyingi, and there are documents, so many documents that go together with the application forms, including myself. I brought with me my certificates, education certificates, yes, kutoka Kenya. Remember that they shall be verified for later use, not for the purpose of applying, but for later purposes. Make sure that you get them verified if you're gonna need to work here later. So get them verified, of course, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You're gonna need your marriage certificate. So I also sent my marriage certificate together with the application, with other application forms that we were supposed to fill. You need your passport, of course, definitely. So yes, and now the other things that we also sent was birth certificates for my daughter, because we have a daughter. So we also sent that, and that really helped me. It really helped me because it was a consideration. It was an added advantage for my applications, and that even made the process more easier. Now you've done the payments and you've sent, unatuma through posta, you go send through posta. Now remember, ukituma, to have the code written on the application form. So the code, ile code yenye ulipata pale after you've done the payment, is a proof of payment. Remember, right? So that is going to be your search code. When they are doing your papers, they are going to use that code to do searches on your papers. So you have to include it on the application forms before you actually send them. Remember to do that. Utatuma zile karatasi through posta. Tunaita posta Kenya. Huku sijui tunaita post, whatever, but kwetu tunaita posta. I think it's the same thing. So biometrics shall be done in 2 weeks. Not more than 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, actually. Within 2 weeks. So kabla 2 weeks ziishe, you need to represent yourself personally to the I call it the Danish immigration services offices, or whatever. I just call them so. So you have to go there yourself, and then you get the biometrics done. Before you go there, you just do an online booking so that you get yourself a time there, and it's online done, and they respect time. So if you get a time with them, make sure that you're early, and they are doing their work correct. I should say that they are really doing their work correct. It is amazing. The government offices here are working as they should. They're working perfectly, nicely, correctly. Yani sijui ndasemaje, wanafanya kazi yao poa kabisa. They are doing it just perfectly, the right way. They are doing it like they are doing it for people, and they are making them feel like, here, this is government services, and we are being paid for doing it. So you really feel like, oh yeah, yes. So I went there, and my biometrics were done, and it was so done so fast. I didn't even believe it. We didn't take time. And then we were just told it's done, and then you go home and wait. Now remember to have the code with you when you go there. You have to you have to go with the code that you got after you did the payment. So you have to take the code with you, because like I said, that's the search code that they're gonna use. So don't forget to have the code with you while you go there. So now you have taken everything there, and everything is done now, and you are good, you are done. And then now you just stay and wait. Unakaa sasa ungoje matokeo. Remember, you've done it manually. You've not got any receipt. You've not got any proof that you've done an application. Okay, somehow you get some papers that are printed, and that is just to show that you did the payment this date and all that, and but not something really to show that this person shall be staying here waiting for the application that she has already surrendered, so she shall not be arrested or anything. So now that was my concern, and I asked, what about if I'm stopped by the police or something, because my visa was already expired. Yes, it was expired actually, because the 2 weeks after we did our application there, the visa got expired. And they said there's no problem about that. So we got a mail, and to our surprise, in 2 months, my Danish staying permit was approved. And of course, that is always exciting. It was really exciting, and we didn't expect that it was gonna take so short time, but yes, it did. So now feel free to ask me whatever questions that you have, and I will gladly answer you concerning the staying permit, working permit. Yes, and I will gladly answer you. I might have forgotten to mention just but a few aspects. Yes, but I will gladly answer you if you ask me under the comment sections. Please give my video a thumbs up, and subscribe, like, and share. Support me. Now we are growing. I'd call that a gradual growth, because I appreciate every single subscriber that comes in. So now we are heading somewhere, and I hope that we grow with time. I'm not in a hurry, I'm not in a rush. I really hope that things will get better with time, and with God's plans and the right God's time, when it comes, then we're gonna grow to a big YouTube channel. So until next time, please allow me say goodbye. Ni usiku, huku ni usiku, kwa hivyo nitasema usiku mnono, mlale salama. Good night everyone, bye bye and bye. See you next time, bye.